my way down to Brigham City, Utah to meet up with my cousin and my aunt. Leaving from Pocatello. It's about a 2-hour drive. Looks like I'm coming into some really weird clouds. You might have seen that just before this. They're kind of just rolling over the hill, but this weekend I'm pretty much leaving straight from work to head down to Utah. Like I said, meet up with them. We're planning to go down to basically the southern border of Utah and spend a weekend in Bryce Canyon National Park, staying at a hotel in Bryce Canyon for a couple days. We're gonna see how it goes. So I'll keep you updated when we get back down into Utah. If you can see it, but there is like a weird fog spout over there that just goes straight up into the sky. Almost to the Idaho and Utah border, heading into Utah, just 6 miles or so from it. As I mentioned with the clouds, you probably hopefully saw in the time lapse, it was really weird. Leaving Pocatello, there's just really low rolling clouds that turned into really low rolling fog, and then pretty much from Income, just south of Pocatello, all the way to the Malad Divide, was rolling fog that was super low. Just mist everywhere. It was like going into Silent Hill, literally. And but as soon as I came over the Malad Divide, immediately clear and sunny. And now it's just super sunny, no fog. There's still some low rolling clouds, but just suddenly completely sunny, no overcast, no nothing. We'll see what the Utah weather's like, but so far Idaho is doing what Idaho does and can't make up its mind. Alright, so I'm just passing Tree Mountain now, Tree Mountain, Utah. So far, I mean, the weather seems really sunny and great down here. I don't know what the hell is going on with Pocatello and south of Pocatello, but it's 43 degrees and climbing down here. It's still cold. It's getting that time of year, but compared to what I went through, it's pretty warm. It's actually getting hot, and I had to turn the heater off completely. Whereas through that fog and everything, it got down to like 30 degrees. Super cold, super overcast, but there's some clouds here, but for the most part it's sunny as hell. So we will see what it's like as we continue. We've got I'm like 20 minutes, maybe 10 minutes from Brigham. And then from there, once I meet up with my aunt and cousin, we'll drive for another 5-6 hours to Bryce. And it's supposed to be pretty cold down there since it's such high elevation, 9,000 feet. But we'll see if the good weather holds. Well, I just made it to Brigham, just heading to my aunt and uncle's house now. So, gotta unload everything from my car into his truck, my cousin's, and get ready for the great journey down towards Salt Lake, which that ought to be fun, especially on a Friday. It's like 12:30 or 12:40 right now. By the time we get down there, it's probably going to be like maybe 2 o'clock, 1 o'clock, somewhere in there. Then south of that might be like 3 o'clock. I guess it just depends on how long it takes us to leave their house, but hopefully we might miss the worst of the rush hour traffic, at least in the Salt Lake area, but we're definitely going to hit that south of Salt Lake. And honestly, even when it's not rush hour, the traffic down there is just atrocious. So, but past Provo will be the furthest furthest south that I've really ever gone. I've been to Colorado, Estes Park. That's probably the furthest south. But Utah-wise, I haven't been, much further than Provo. After swapping vehicles, we ended up going to Walmart in Brigham for some last-minute supplies. This ended up eating up a good amount of time, and we didn't end up leaving Brigham until after 2 p.m. Well, the weather is still nice, but we've definitely hit the lovely Salt Lake traffic that stops and goes.
Got off the freeway just past Beaver, and we are now heading eastbound up through the mountains on Highway 20. Next stop will be Bryce Canyon City, where our hotel is. We're still about an hour out, but we're gonna climb up through these mountains here, and hopefully we see some interesting stuff along the way.
What he said. Officially just made it to Bryce Canyon and are heading into the city now. Made it to the hotel, just going to check in now. After the long drive, we got some much needed food and rest at the Ruby's Inn Hotel in Bryce Canyon. We're just starting to leave the hotel. It is 7:09 a.m. and a 35 degrees at the moment. We will see how she goes.
watch sunrise. And now we're heading back to the hotel to eat our breakfast. And then we're going to come back into the park and keep exploring. And we mainly only have today to get exploring in Bryce because it's just a short weekend trip. But we're going to make the best of it. There's also a dirt road out of the park that we want to go drive on probably this afternoon and see if we can see any wildlife down here. But that's the current plan. Oh my God, my hands are cold. Why? Why are my hands cold? Why are you still filming?
After driving to the other side of the park, we decided to hike the Bristlecone Loop Trail. After checking out majority of the overlooks in the park, we made our way to the Mossy Cave and decided to hike to see what it's all about. What did you think of the cave?
I think it was cool.
Did you know it had moss?
No, it's called Mossy Cave.
No
I
icicles.
Come back and see it in the winter though.
Yeah, that would be cool.
to the car.
With about an hour of light left, we decided to stop for some food at the Bryce Canyon Diner before heading back into the park. On our way back into the park, we decided to head towards Fairyland Point, where we spotted some elk. As we left Fairyland Canyon, heading further into the park, we got lucky again and ended up spotting two small bucks that were briefly sparring with each other. As the day was coming to an end, we made our way to Sunset Point to try and watch the sunset, but unfortunately, due to the weather and overcast, there wasn't much of a sunset to see.
So that was hammering each other.
As always, thanks for watching, and remember to subscribe for more to come.